Welcome to the session on engineering graphics. In today's session, we are going to see the development of the cone. So previously we have seen the development of prism and pyramid where everything was given in the form of statement, but sometimes you will be getting a problem statement in the form of figure. So here is that case. Below figure shows the truncated cone. Draw the development of the cone. So here they have not said that cone is having diameter of so, height of the cone is this much, the cutting plane is cutting by this angle. So instead of saying all these things in words, they have given this figure. So from this figure you have to frame the problem statement and you have to solve the problem. So here if you see this dimension here, diameter of 50, so it shows that it is the base diameter of the cone. So base diameter is 50 mm. And then further if you see this line, this is axis line having length of 60. So axis length is 60, and then you have got cutting plane here which is by an angle of 35 degrees to horizontal. So the cutting plane is having inclination of 35 degrees with respect to horizontal, and it is cutting the axis at a distance of 30 from the base, or if you say 60 is half is 30, so it is bisecting the axis. So like this they have given the figure, and from this figure you have to understand. So again we have to start with the top view and the front view of the same thing. So to do that we'll go to the next page where we can start with the line, that is XY line. You can have XY line here. Then you can name this as X, this as Y. Then you can have HP, VP as well. So above XY VP, below XY is HP. Then from the figure we have read that the cone is having a diameter of 50. So draw circle of diameter 50. Then we know how to divide this circle into 8 equal parts. So we'll divide them into 8 equal parts. So divide this circle into 8 equal parts. So the circle has been divided into 8 equal parts. Then we can give the names. So this is A, this is B, and this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F, and this is G, and this is H. So these are the points on the circumference of the base of the cone, and they are at equidistance. And at the center we can have O and O1. So this is the top view. Then we can give the dimension for this, and we can make this as horizontal like this. So we have completed the top view, and you can only make this circle as a thick part. Remaining should be thin only, because it is the cone. When you see from the top, only the base edges you are able to see. Generators we don't show them by thick lines. So though we have AO to HO generators, we don't show them as thick line. So now once we project all these points from the center, so if we project it till here, and axis length we know it, that is 60, they have given in the form figure. So we'll be taking the axis length as 60. This is 60 we have taken. Then we'll project all these points. Then this B2H and C2G F2 this and this. To connect this as well. So earlier we used to have the outer generators only, but when we are going for the development we have to show all the generators, because to get the smooth curve we have to get all the cutting points on all the generators. So once we complete this, we can make it thick. So this is the axis. You can keep it as, so no, it is overlapped by the edges of the generators from C. So still we can keep all these generators as thin lines only, but cutting points we have to mark on them and we have to solve them. So like this we have completed. Then we can name here again, this is A dash, this is B dash and H dash, this is C dash in bracket O1 dash in bracket G1 G dash, sorry, then you have D dash in bracket F dash, and then here you have got E dash, and the last point which is O dash will be having here. So axis length we know it, that is given, that is 60. Then the axis cut at a distance of 30, so you can go for that from the midpoint to this line, it is 30, and now you are getting a plane from this point having an angle of 35 degrees with respect to horizontal. So angle is 35 degrees. You are going to mark here 35, and then you can extend this line further so that it will be cutting all the points. So now you can convert this into a chain line. You can have the short ends here like this. The extra portion which you don't want, you can remove it from here using trim option. Then you can make the ends of section as thick. You can take 1 mm. Then you can have this leader here to show the cutting plane, this arrow and this arrow. Then you can give the names to the cutting plane, that is S as a cutting plane. And this is the drawing which you have to get from the sketch what they have given. So once you have done this, you can mark the cutting points. So here on AO we have got one cutting point, so that is 1 dash. Then AB is here which is not cut. Then BO we have got here BO, so BO will be having cutting point 2 dash. Then BC is not cut, BC is here. Then CO is cut, CO is at this point, so that would be cutting point 3 dash. Then CD is not cut, DO is cut, DO is here, that would be 4 dash. Then DE is not cut, EO is cut, so that would be 5 dash. Then EF is not cut but FO is cut, it will be here at 6 dash. Then FJ is not cut but GO is cut at this point, that is 7 dash. Then GH is not cut but HO is cut at this point, that is 8 dash. And HA is not cut. So we have got the 8 cutting points on the 8 generators. So now we have to mark the development of the entire cone, and then we have to place these cutting points on that. So for the cone, first we have to understand what would be the development of overall cone. So if we see the overall thing, you have to form the circle at bottom of diameter 50, and if you open the circle, you will be getting the arc of length equal to circumference of this circle. So if you have got the diameter of 50, circumference will be pi d. So pi into 50, whatever you get, that would be the circumference of this circle. So that circumference will have some angle. So if we measure the circumference here, we have got the measure total length option in the software, but manually you have to find out this length using pi d. Circumference of the circle is equal to pi d or 2 pi r. where r is half of this 25. So here if we measure using this option, we are getting the length as 157.08. So the circle, if you open the circle from A and you see the length of this arc, you will be getting length as 157.08. So if you are doing it using calculator and if you say that it is 157, so the length is 157. So arc length they are talking about, and what would be the radius for that arc will be, that would be equal to the true length of the generator. So here this AO and EO are parallel to VP, so the AO and EO will be representing their true length. So if I take the dimension for EO, so it is 65 mm is the true length of the generator. So this 65 is the true length, and you have got the circumference as 157. So using these two things we have to get the angle. So for that we have to use the principle of trigonometry, that is L equal to r theta. L equals to r into theta. Okay, so we have to understand this, and with respect to this formula we have to solve the development for the cone. So L here what will be considering, that is length of arc. So arc will be equal to the diameter of the circumference of the cone. So L is equal to 157 we have seen. So L is equal to 157.8 we have, and R, this R will be equal to the length of generator, that is 65. So we will be getting 65 as the length, that is equal to R into theta. We are talking about theta here. So this theta will be in radians. So if you calculate for theta equals to, you will be getting 157 divided by 65. So 157 divided by 65, how much will be getting? 157 divided by 65. So we will be getting 2.42. So theta is 2.42 radians. So you are getting theta in terms of radians. Now this theta you have to convert in terms of degrees. So theta in degrees equals to equals to, you have 2.42 into 180 divided by pi value, that is 3.141, or you can have the calculator, you can put this directly there and you can get this. So if you do this calculation there, you will be getting theta approximately, I am talking here, theta is equal to 138 degrees. I am doing it approximately here. When you are doing it, you calculate the actual theta and you put it here. So here this R, what you have got, this R is equal to, this R is equal to true length of the generator, and capital L equals to circumference of the cone base, and theta is in radians. part we are going to see in the next